What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the Southampton Liverpool post-match reaction and analysis video. And I think this game summed up Liverpool's season perfectly because we were brilliant going forward, but we were absolute shambles in defense. And let me know, how do you see this game? And also, out of 10, how would you rate Liverpool's season? Leave it down below. I would rate it a 3 out of 10. It was a massive disappointment. If before the season, after almost winning the quadruple and being in 3 cup finals, winning 2 of them and being 15 minutes away from winning the Premier League, after that, if somebody said to me, Liverpool will go out in the last 16 of the Champions League, Liverpool will go out of the League Cup and the FA Cup early, and we will finish in 5th place and we will be not in the top 4 for like 90% of the season, I would have said that is a massive, utter failure and a disgrace. And Liverpool have a multitude of reasons, 8 or 9 reasons why this season has been absolute shambles. But let's first review this game and then I will review the season as well in this video. But how do you see Liverpool's season? If you want, you can post your analysis in the comments below, and of course leave a like on this video if you enjoy this. And we will also talk about the incredible drama in the Premier League. Leicester City, after being in a European semi-final last season, is relegated when they were odds on to finish in the top half of the table, but they sold so many of their key players. We will talk about that a little bit later as well. But Liverpool got a dream start. Diogo Jota, after a massive gift from Southampton, and that was not the only gift, because Henderson also gifted Liverpool, Liverpool's captain Henderson also gifted Southampton a goal later in the game. But Lavia, who Liverpool are heavily linked with, passes it across goal without looking, and Diogo Jota, like a brilliant predatory striker he is, slots it home into the empty net. And then Bobby Firmino doing 2 or 3 shimmies and fake shots, sitting down 3 Southampton defenders, scored to make it 2-0. And at that point, I'm so naive, I'm sorry guys, I honestly thought Liverpool will win 3 or 4-0, but the defense is just not good enough. I never want this defense to play again, and that's why I think we should sell either Matip or Gomez, whoever gets the biggest bid from other clubs. We need to sign a centre-back, and hopefully Jurgen Klopp recognizes that and sees that, because Liverpool conceded more than 40 goals, I think 46 goals or 47 goals, something like that, which is just too many for a team who wanted to minimum finish in the top 4. Joe Gomez and Matip is not a great centre-back partnership, and also the midfield ahead of them is it's just not good enough. We can't control the game, even against the worst team in the league, who is relegated already, Southampton. James Ward-Prowse scored a brilliant goal. Kelleher maybe could have saved it, but the second goal, definitely Kelleher should have saved it. Walcott slips in Sulemana and he drills a low shot, not even in the corner, not even that hard. And Kelleher dives to the ball, but it slips through him. And it's 2-2 in like, 14 minutes, Liverpool gave the 2-goal lead away. And now it's 2-2, and in the beginning of the second half, Jordan Henderson, Sulemana curves it into the top corner, absolutely brilliant finish. But again, Joe Gomez is just retreating. He has his back to the striker. Like how do you expect to put a challenge in or block the shot when you are just running back towards your goal? It's absolutely scandalous defending by Joe Gomez. His confidence is shot to absolute zero, and almost every time that he played this season, he just doesn't look like the player that was instrumental in Liverpool winning their first Premier League title and their first league title in 30 years. He was brilliant alongside Van Dijk that season. This season he's like a shadow of that player, and I think it's mainly confidence, because I just can't see how I mean, he's more experienced now than he was back then. So it's maybe mental, that it's a mental deficiency or something, because every time a striker or an attacker runs at Joe Gomez, he looks scared. He looks like he doesn't want to be there. He looks like afraid to put a tackle in. Is he afraid of getting injured? Then he shouldn't play in the Premier League. Jordan Henderson gives the ball to Adam Armstrong, who hasn't scored since September, and Jordan Henderson just gifts him possession, like, oh, on you go, here is the goal, come on, score a goal. And he duly obliges and says, thank you very much. And at 4-2, I honestly didn't see a way of Liverpool coming back. But Trent Alexander-Arnold, after Salah's chipped pass, he drills a low cross towards the far post. Cody Gakpo, with the easiest goal of his life, taps it in. And then just 2 minutes later, 1 minute later, Diogo Jota slipped in by Mo Salah, a brilliant through ball after a great counter-attack, and Jota with a smashing shot into the roof of the net. Whoever said Jota is not good enough anymore, whoever said that Jota should be sold, eat your words now, because Jota is brilliant. Every time he plays, he's a real goal threat. He scored 2 goals against Leeds and got an assist, 2 goals against Nottingham, 1 goal against Tottenham, that was the winner in the last minute, and now 2 goals against Southampton, and he only started the Brentford game in between these games. So Jota is back. He now has 7 goals and 4 assists, which is 11 goal contributions. Considering that he missed 60% of the season, that's actually pretty decent. What I'm really annoyed about is that Liverpool had 30 shots, yet Southampton had just 15, yet they had more shots on target than Liverpool. So we were so wasteful with our finishing. We only had 8 shots on target. Salah, I mean, how many chances did he miss today? Yes, he got a brilliant assist, but Salah should have scored 2 or 3 goals alone, on his own. And I'm gutted about that, because Salah could have been making history today. If he scored just 1 goal, we would have won the game, and he would have got 20 goals and 10 assists in the Premier League, and that could have been his 3rd season doing that. Now he ends up on 19 goals, and I'm absolutely gutted about that, because that Salah could have written another record, and he was pretty wasteful. The Southampton defenders are just not good. They are not Premier League quality, evidenced by getting relegated, finishing bottom of the Premier League. So Salah created and got so many chances, and yet he just couldn't score. Couldn't even hit the target sometimes, even though Salah has been probably our best player alongside Alisson this season, and he's certainly brilliant and very consistent, Salah, but sometimes he has these off games where he just no matter what, he can't score, and we need more players like Mohamed Salah who can deliver 15 to 20 goals per season. Hopefully Darwin Núñez and Cody Gakpo will become players like that. So Salah finishes the season on 30 goals. Darwin Núñez is our 2nd top scorer with 15 goals, and Bobby Firmino finishes on 13. But what is concerning is that our 2nd top scorer in the Premier League is Bobby Firmino on 11 goals. Darwin Núñez scored 9, and Jota and Gakpo scored 7 each. And Gakpo coming in January, scoring 7 goals is pretty impressive. And also Jota scoring 7 goals and getting like 4 assists is also pretty decent. Harvey Elliott scored 5 goals and Luis Diaz scored 5 as well. But we need more midfielders like Harvey Elliott to score more goals. Trent Alexander-Arnold also got 4 goals, which is pretty decent. And now let's talk about the incredible drama in the Premier League. Bournemouth missed a 95th minute chance to relegate Everton. In the end, Everton held on for a 1-0 win. They played better than Bournemouth. They deserved to win the game. And even though Leicester won as well, it wasn't enough for Leicester to keep them in the Premier League. And I think that's on the club's recruitment and Brendan Rodgers. Even with this many players sold, and Leicester sold their best goalkeeper and their backup goalkeeper, Danny Ward, for ex-Liverpool goalkeeper, just wasn't good enough. They conceded so many goals with him in goal. And not replacing Kasper Schmeichel was one of the many reasons why Leicester got relegated. I think they should have signed Premier League proven or an experienced goalkeeper. I mean, Keylor Navas, for example, who Nottingham Forest signed, he's much better than any of the Leicester goalkeepers who are there. Plus, also some of the key players like at Leicester just didn't perform to their usual standards. But still, even with this squad and even with some top players underperforming, they should have never got relegated. Brendan Rodgers he did a great job at Celtic. He did a good job up until this season at Leicester. But the fact that he can't organize a team defensively cost Liverpool a league title, and it cost Leicester City their Premier League status. Because I mean, I remember that brilliant Premier League season where Luis Suarez scored 31 goals, Sturridge scored 25, and Liverpool were like one Gerrard slip away from winning the Premier League. We still conceded 50 goals, and no team who conceded like more than 45 has ever won the Premier League. So yeah, Brendan Rodgers can't really organize a team defensively, and that's ultimately one of the many reasons why Leicester got relegated. And they are a brilliant club with great fans, even though some of their fans chanting about Liverpool and didn't sit well with me. So those fans are not great, and those kind of fans deserve their club to get relegated. But some Leicester fans are pretty decent, pretty sound. I will miss them in the Premier League, but they got quite a lot of good results against Liverpool, especially at their own stadium in recent years. Actually, you know, Luton Town getting promoted, what a great story. They were a non-league club 9 years ago. They were in the 5th division, basically the 5th tier of English football, and now they are in the Premier League with a 10,000 seater stadium and with a great fan base. So I'm really looking forward to the Premier League next season. Sheffield United and Burnley, you know, they have been in the Premier League before, but Luton Town, I don't think they have been in the Premier League I'm not sure when was the last time Luton were in the 1st division of English football. I have to look that up. But yeah, let me know, how do you rate Liverpool's season? I'm bitterly disappointed, and Liverpool absolutely have to sign 2 or 3 brilliant world-class midfielders to have better control in these kind of games. I don't want Jordan Henderson to start anymore in a Liverpool midfield. I don't want him to be captain. Make Virgil van Dijk captain. Strip Jordan Henderson of captaincy and give him a James Milner role where he will play as a bit part player. Sometimes he can start, but not in the Premier League, not in the Europa League, at least not in the big games in the Europa League. He can start in the FA Cup and the League Cup in some games against lower league opposition, but he should be like a last resort because he's just not good enough anymore. He's in decline massively. He's now, I think, 33 years old. Giving him a 4-year contract now looks a little bit of a bad move by Liverpool, and that was Jordan Henderson's agent putting pressure on the club via a media article. And at that time nobody really foresaw Jordan Henderson's sharp decline, and I was of many people who said that give Jordan Henderson a long contract because he deserves it. And yes, throughout the last 10 years he has won everything at Liverpool, so he deserved that contract at that time. But now, because he has a long contract, actually, if he doesn't want to sit on the bench next season, I would tell him, find a club for you and you can get sold. Liverpool gets some money for him, and we can bring in somebody else. Of course, a lot of Liverpool fans won't like that, getting Jordan Henderson sold. And if he doesn't want to get sold, fine. Then he can sit on the bench and come on and use his experience sometimes to guide the young players. That's fine as well. But he shouldn't play very often as a starting player next season. That's just my opinion. And feel free to argue with me in the comments below. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.